want to join, they can join. I'm not going to inspire anybody to join. Okay, in case your friends want to join our this one, every Saturday we have got elementary classes. They can join and they can pass the exam and they can join this one. But usually at the starting of every month we have the general admission. Remember that. Now we are moving to the third sentence. However, a psychological benefit of viewing fetal photos has not been proven, and obtaining such images largely remains in the realm of entertainment.
Range and data, sir.
Range and data. Can you find any numbers here? However, a psychological benefit of viewing fetal photos has not been proven, and obtaining such images largely remains in the realm of entertainment. No, range and data is not the one.
Gone.
Which else can you find? Pros and
Gone.
cons?
Yes.
Okay, pros means the benefits, cons means the demerits, or pros means advantages and cons means disadvantages. So in the third one, however, a psychological benefit of viewing fetal photos has not been proven. That is the benefit, the pros, and obtaining such images largely remains in the realm of entertainment. Yeah, you are right. Pros and cons is here. Pros and cons is one of the points you can write here. Yeah. And that may be the most important one. Pros and cons are here. For example, the benefit. Benefit is, you know what is benefit? That is the pros. And no cons are mentioned here. Two pros are here. There are two pros. Okay, that means the benefit is not proven, but it says that there is a benefit that is only in the realm of entertainment. It says. Can you find anything else other than pros and cons? Comparison, no. Demography, no. Range and data, no. Facilities and function.
So some significant can we find because of the word entertainment?
No. Significance.
Yes,
Because the significance has not been proven here. Okay. So if you have a proven significance, we can mention that. So here, pros and cons is the one. See, now, how is this kind of a training going to help you? For finding the answers of 1 to 7 of reading, this will largely help you. A lot of help will be there. So you are improving this way. Okay. Now, it's time for us to go to others like methods, no methods, abstract and definition, no. Significance, a little bit is there, okay, but that is not the main idea. Solutions and steps, no. Duration and frequency, duration, no. Outcomes and results, can you find outcomes and results? Outcomes and results. Yeah, there is a bit of that.
So largely remains its outcome, sir.
Yeah, sorry, there is it. So,
sorry, result.
Yeah, outcomes and results you can find. This is also something like a strong point is there. So these two things are almost in that third one. You can see that. And exceptions. So there is no exception given there. You know what is the meaning of exception? I hope. Exceptions means you are saying that Amrita, Alfonsa, Aditi are from the northern part of India. However, Eva is from the southern part of India. I think it is just the opposite. Okay. So, that, however, is that exception. In this case, in the third one, there is no exception given there. So, these are the main ideas. We have to go to the next one. I believe everybody is benefiting from this one. In some countries, fourth one, in some countries, parents are able to enter a photography studio with ultrasound facilities and leave with pictures suitable for framing. No physician involvement is needed for this event. Which is this one?
Facilities and functions.
Facilities and functions. Definitely, that is there. Facilities and functions. Where is that? Yeah. Some studios are providing this facilities. Yes, the fourth one. In some countries, parents are able to enter. This is a entry is the facility, and they can also get the ultrasound photographs. They can frame them. All these are the facilities. Okay. Can you find anything other than facilities and functions in this one?
And data.
Which one?
Range and data.
Range and data. Like range and data basically means some numbers. Do we have some numbers here?
In some countries.
Some countries. Not exactly. That is very weak one. Okay, there's a little bit, maybe a 10% of range and data is here. Basically, range and data means usually percentages. Basically, percentages are there, numbers. So that cannot be included here. Can you find something else? In some countries. Which one?
Comparison, sir.
You're in the fourth one, are we comparing with any other country? In some countries it is mentioned, but in the same sentence, can you see a comparison between another country? So we can say in some countries it is an exception. In some countries, not in every country, in some countries it is okay. That is an exception. Okay. Can you find out anything else? Look at each of them. Look at each of them. That is the basic purpose of this class. You have to read examples and evidence. Is it? No. Like, okay, there is a bit of example is there, okay. Causes and effects? No. Signs and symptoms? No. Facilities and function? Yeah, it is there. Range and data, it is not very much there. Demography? In some countries, okay, basically demography is about a population. How many people, male, female, children, that is basically demography. So it cannot be there, but a little bit is there. Comparison is not there because in the same sentence, no, two countries are not mentioned. Only one country is mentioned. I mean, some countries, only one category is mentioned. Sorry.
Maybe outcomes and results.
Outcomes and results. Let me see. In some countries, parents are able to.
With the ultrasound facility.
Outcomes and results. Outcome means, see, when they go, they can get the photographs framed. And what is the outcome of that? If there is, it is saying that mothers will be very happy, and if the outcome or the result of giving the photograph is also mentioned, then we can say, but it is not mentioned there. It is only saying only some facts there. No, outcomes and results cannot be in that one. Okay, see, please don't mind when your answers are becoming wrong, because without committing mistakes, we cannot make something correctly. Now, if you go to the abstract and definition.
Sir, can we say methods, because some kind of methods, no, they are able to enter the photography studio.
Okay, these are all very, very weak one. This is how you lose mark in your part A 1 to 7. Because see, some of you thought it is something like methods, right? That is there. I don't say that this is not existing there. It is there, but that is a weak one. We have to find out the stronger ones in that. So here, if you ask me for the fourth one, there are two. One is facilities and functions. Other one is exceptions. If I ask you, which is stronger in this one, which one?
Facilities and functions.
Yeah. Exception is only in just some part of this area that is there. Other than that, the rest of this one is completely the facilities provided here. Okay, in some countries, only this much is the exception part, whereas the remaining part is completely the facilities provided by these studios. Are you getting my point, all of you?
Sir?
Yeah.
If there is no that facilities and functions option is not there, so in that case, we have to base seated then exceptions.
Yeah, then we have to go for exception because there is no other option there.
Yes, sir.
Okay, good one. Okay, so good one. So we are moving to the fifth one. The use of ultrasound for non-diagnostic purposes has been condemned by the American Institute of Ultrasound in Medicine and the American College of Obstetricians and Gynecologists. What is this one? Read each of them one by one.
Range and data.
A little bit of range and data is there. This is a data-based one. Even the previous one is also data-based one.
So pros and cons.
Pros and cons.
Because they are opposing, no, there are some kind of criticism is there about the non-diagnostic.
The use of ultrasound for non-diagnostic purposes has been condemned by the American Institute of Ultrasound. Okay, contamination. It is all about contamination. Okay, it's all about contamination, or it's not like banning, but it's just it is not recommended by them. Okay, so
Sir, application and usage.
Application and usage.
application and usage. It's almost okay. Can you find anything better than that?
Exception, sir.
Exceptions. Exception comes here. Just like the fourth one is also an exception. This one is also an exception, but this is a general exception. Exception is something like, when I say out of the 10 people, when out of the 10 people, 8 of them are from, 8 of them believe in gods. Okay, 8 of them believe in God. Only 2 of them do not believe in God. So who are the exceptions here, 8 or 2?
2.
2 will be the exceptions.
Two.
Yes. Yeah. So if you look at the fifth one, if America thinks this, then that means most of the countries in the world, especially the people who are following the WHO regulations, they have to follow American guidelines. Okay, because who is America's? We know that. If UN is America's, definitely WHO is also America's. Okay, FDI is also America's. Okay, so definitely. So it's not an exception. This cannot be an exception. Can you find out something else? The fifth one.
Methods, sir.
Methods. No, it is not even methods also.
So some kind of comparison, because they are telling about non-diagnostic purposes.
The use of ultrasound. Comparison means there should be the word than, THAN. So than is also not there. Like a greater, smaller, something, this kind of comparison words are not even existing in that one, fifth one. The use of ultrasound for non-diagnostic purposes has been contempt. The word is only contamination, or contempt is a basic word. From that, can you find out something? Contempt. Exceptions, not well. Outcomes, not well. Duration, frequency, no. Solutions and steps. Solutions and steps. Contamination is a step taken by.
Examples,
Causes and
examples
effects.
and evidence.
1 second. Two people are
Examples
saying.
and evidence.
Causes
1
and
second.
evidence.
Amrita, once again. Amrita, did you say something? No.
Examples and evidence.
Examples and evidence. Okay, fifth one. The use of ultrasound for non-diagnostic. See, again, the word contamination. See, examples and evidence is
Causes
everywhere.
and effects.
Causes and effects. Causes and effects. What is a
Sir,
cause and what
methods.
is once again?
Methods.
Method. The method of contamination is a kind of okay, but not really strong. We need a stronger one.
Application and usage.
Application and usage. Application. That is about application and usages are about using a medicine, using a particular something, application of a particular method. These are application and usage. Okay, going up, comparison is not there. Demography is not strong. Range and data is not strong. Facilities and function, no. Signs and symptoms, no. Causes and effects, no. Examples and evidences, not very strong. So a step that is taken by American regulation is contamination. They are condemning. So the solutions and steps is the one that can be the best one for this one. Steps, basically, not solutions, but steps taken by the American Institute of Ultrasound. What is the step they are taking? They are taking just one step, that is contamination. They condemn. This is the one. Okay, where is it? Fifth one. So the contamination is the step taken by them. Or you can also say a little bit of solution also can be there. Yeah, solution and steps, both of them are almost the same thing. So fifth one is solutions. Some of you may not agree with me completely, but please, slowly you have to agree with me, because it is 100% correct. Because we cannot find anything else in that list. We have to only find out only those things in the list only. So contamination is their solution for viewing ultrasound before the baby is born at the fetal stage. So we are moving to the next one. See, this will be over soon. Please don't get tired, okay? Please don't get tired. Going to the last one, sixth one. Concerns that were raised in their policy statements include possible adverse bioeffects of ultrasound energy, the possibility that an examination could give false reassurance to a woman, and the fact that abnormalities may be detected in settings where personnel, see, look at the spelling of personnel. Personnel means, medical professionals are not prepared to discuss and provide follow-up for concerning findings. So these are the 3 points here. And what is that? What are they? Okay, I'll ask you one by one. Is it example and evidence?
No.
No, sir.
Is it cause and effects?
No.
No. Is it signs and symptoms?
No.
No,
No.
sir.
No. Facilities
No.
and function?
No.
No.
No, sir.
Range and data? Not exactly, not very strong.
Mm,
And then demography and birth? Not very strong.
No, sir. No,
Not
sir.
very strong, okay. And comparison, there is no comparison between anybody here. And application and usage. Are they applying? Okay, basically that's not about this one. It's basically about medicines and other things. Pros and cons. Pros and
Yes, sir.
cons.
Yes. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
There are 3 cons, right? There are
Yes,
3
sir.
cons in this one. Cons means disadvantages. That is the reason why. That is the reason why they don't accept this one. For these 3 reasons, not the pros but the cons. There are 3 cons, and that's the reason. Which are the cons here? Can you know? Can you tell me? Possible adverse bioeffects. Okay, second one is the possibility that an
False
examination could
reassurance.
give false assurance.
False
That's
reassurance.
also, yeah, that's a con. Okay, and the last one is,
Abnormalities.
yeah, that means abnormalities not prepared to discuss. That means the personnel will be not prepared to discuss and provide follow-up. These are the 2 cons. These are the 2 disadvantages why American Institute of Ultrasound and others disagree with this one. Okay, can you find anything else? Methods? Can you say methods is the right one? No, they are not showing any
No
method for
methods.
this one. No methods are mentioned here. And abstract and definition is not there. Significance and importance. Significance and importance, no. Solutions and steps. Solutions and steps is already there in the previous sentence. It is not the solution. These are the reasons. Duration, okay. And frequency, no.
sir.
And outcomes
No,
and
sir.
results. Outcomes and results. Outcomes and results. It's a little bit there, but not very strongly there. Okay, a little bit there, okay. And exceptions. And exception, this is not the exception. Exception is the minority. Exception is not the majority. So for all these reasons, the cons will be the only one. The disadvantages. So if you are good at finding out the main idea, you will be able to say or give the answers of 1 to 7 very, very easily. Okay. This method is such a beautiful method which we invented and introduced very recently, but we introduced it. A main idea method was introduced 3 years ago. You may remember, even before COVID also it was discussed by me, but at that time I did not take it very seriously. And some students, you may remember, some of our previous students, they did not even think it was very a good one. But now I understand the main idea method is a beautiful one. Okay, so good one. So we have completed the main idea practice. Every day you will be having one main idea practice. Now, the second part of the 12 p.m. class is mention practice. Your time starts. Everybody, your time starts. Keep the phone in the in the portrait mode. And these are the statements. But no, of course, you need to see the entire text also, right? So you can see it as you saw it earlier. Come on, you can start. What you have to do is, you have to read each of these statements, okay? And say whether they are mentioned according to the paragraph, not according to your own opinion. Your opinion is important, but it should be based on the given paragraph. Come on, please start. Read 1 to 8 and say whether they are mentioned or not mentioned. That's all. Please complete. Those who have completed, please raise your hands. You will take some time. You have got around 8 minutes to complete. Don't take more than 8 minutes. Please do fast. Those who have completed, please raise your hands. Don't get tired of this kind of classes, please. Please complete and raise your hands. 3 of you have completed and raised the hands. Others, please do fast. Those who have completed, you can stay here or you can just come around. You can just go around and have some work and you can come because it will take around 5 more minutes. 12 out of 24. I'll be waiting till around 15 of you have raised the hands. Those who are slow, it is a reminder that you have to improve your speed. See, at present there are 14 out of 24. That means 10 of you have not done, or 9 of you have not done. That means you are slow. Okay, we are starting now. I got the 15, 16 participants who have raised the hands. Those who did not complete, please don't do it right now. Just watch, just see your score. See, the main purpose is not simply seeing your score. Remember, this is a mistake many people are committing. They are just after scores. How much score have I got it? See, because why? Today you are getting a very high score. Tomorrow you may not get it. That means you are a score-oriented person. No, be a quality-oriented person. Quality means you should have the skills to deal with any situation. I mean, any reading and listening. I'm starting this one. The first one, availability of natural appearing 3D ultrasound images of the fetus has more harm than the expected benefits. Is this mentioned or not mentioned?
Not mentioned, sir.
Not mentioned, sir.
Not mentioned, sir.
Availability of natural appearing 3D ultrasound images of the fetus has more harm than the expected benefits. Are there any benefits mentioned here? Are there benefits? Is there any benefit in this one? Is there any benefit?
Improves the parent-fetal bonding.
Parent
One
fetal-
benefit.
Okay, it is expected. Okay, expected. Okay, correct. Okay, one more. Anything other than that? Entertainment, right? The word entertainment is also there. Just
The
10.
third point, sir.
Yeah, the third point probably. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, there is an entertainment, like the husband and wife can just go there and see this, and then maybe the mother and both of them will be having excitement, especially if they are going to have the first baby. That entertainment aspect is there. Okay, that means there are some kind of benefits. Okay, but then are there any harm mentioned in this one? Harm?
No, sir.
Any
No
harm?
harm.
Any
No.
harm? Any harm? Look at the sixth one. Sixth sentence.
6.3.
Sir, in 6 they are
Yes, sir.
given like a
Adverse
false reassurance
effect
is
of
given,
ultrasound.
Yeah. Concerns that
but
were
there is
raised.
no more harm, sir.
Yeah, now we have to consider how many benefits are there, how many harms are there. We have to make a calculation, and if the harm comes above the number of expected benefits, then we have to change your answers. So in the sixth one, you can see 3 harms. Which are they? Adverse bioeffects of ultrasound energy is a real harm. Second one, the possibility that an examination could give false reassurance is another harm, although that is just a psychological part, that is a harm. And the fact that abnormalities may be detected and there will be not a personnel prepared to give, that is also another harm. 3 harms. 3 harms are there. Okay. There may be more, but we are not worried about what is not mentioned here. We are only looking at what is mentioned here. So 3 harms are there. And then it says availability of natural appearing 3D ultrasound images of the fetus has more harm than the expected benefits. And how many expected benefits are there already there? The bond can improve. Okay, it's not necessary the bond will improve or not. And then the the another one is entertainment. People can live without entertainment. Entertainment is not really necessary when, see, for example, if you are starving, if your children are starving, you have no money, can you think about going for a movie? No, we cannot think about going for a movie or for like some shopping or something at that time when there is some serious problem happening in the family. So entertainment is coming at the last level. So If you look at the first one once again, availability of natural appearing 3D ultrasound images of the fetus has more harm than the expected benefits. So I will think it is like this one is more harm is mentioned one. How many of you thought it was a mentioned one? Will you please raise your hands? Those who thought this one as mentioned, will you please raise your hands? Okay, just 3 of you. You know, even I also thought it is a not mentioned one, but finally I realized it is a mentioned one. More harm than the expected benefits. So when you look at these answers, you will again have a negative feeling. My God, I thought it was completely not mentioned one. So then why is my answer becoming wrong every time? See, this will happen because you are a beginner. Try to understand that. You are a beginner. That is the reason. Even people who are in the A group may also have committed a mistake like this one. Don't worry about that. Because nobody can go to any examination with 100% preparation. Okay, now we are moving to the second one. Parent-fetal bonding. Parent-fetal bonding refers to the mother's bond with the baby in development. Is it mentioned or not? Mother's
It is
bond.
not mentioned, sir.
Mentioned.
If anybody thought it is a mentioned one, you applied the personal opinion. Like you are a mother. Basically, most of you are females here in this one. You never thought that your husband was also feeling a kind of a bond. Really, I myself, when I saw my son's, I mean my first son's image in the ultrasound, I didn't know. I don't know whether I was excited or not. I saw something like a small, like a, I don't know what it was, like a rat or something. I really felt very bad anyway, openly speaking. Okay. And when the baby was born, even then also, I was not very happy because, uh, okay, I didn't have such dreams just like women have. Okay. But then when the baby grew up, when he was 3 years, I began to have a bond with him. Honestly, I don't know whether my answer was hurting anybody or not. It was real, okay. But now I'm having a very, very strong bond with my sons. Okay, that's a different case, okay. So parent-fetal bonding refers to the mother's bond. It is not mentioned anywhere. Even the father also can. Also, you can see the word here. If it is like only mother-fetal bonding, they didn't write the word mother-fetal. So if anybody wrote this as a mentioned one, you were applying the PO or personal opinion. What is personal opinion? Personal opinions are your biggest mistakes. In reading and listening, you think this is right because you think it is right. What does it mean? That means every answer should be based on the given extract, the given audio, or the given paragraph or the text, not yours. You may be a very high experience nurse or a doctor. You're having 15 years of experience as a nurse and you have seen everything about the mother-baby bonding. But you are not supposed to use your own personal opinion as the predominant one in any of the reading and listening. Personal opinion, one of the biggest enemies of reading and listening for OET candidates. Also, you'll be having the ego also. Oh, my name is Anjima. Okay, sorry, Anjima, it's not about you, okay? Anjima, and I have been, means when I was a student, I was topper. And when I was a medical student, I was a topper. And I got a lot of trophies and certificates as the best one. And I have got 7 years of experience. So I'm the best one. I'm the best one. So this statement is rubbish. This is stupid. Somebody, I don't know who wrote it. Whether this is correct or incorrect, you have to base your answers only on the writer's opinion or the researcher's opinion, RO or WO, but not on the personal opinion. Enemy number 1, personal opinion. Don't forget that. Going to the third one. Okay. Given. The meaning of given is equal to considering. You agree or not?
Agree, sir.
Yeah, given. The meaning of given is considering is a meaning of that. Okay. Going to the fourth one, mother-child bonding immediately after birth, postpartum, is a universal phenomenon. See, you may not find the words like phenomenon, universal, may not be found there, but you only have to see it indirectly. Is this mentioned or not? Universal. mother-child bonding. Immediately after birth. Immediately after birth is there because we can see the postpartum thing here. Where is it? Yeah. Immediately, yeah, postpartum. So that is clearly there. Now, mother-child bonding. Now we have to see, given the recognized importance of maternal child, okay, mother-child is also there. Now, the universal phenomenon. The word phenomenon is completely indirect here. Universal, where is universal here? If something is recognized, it is recognized universally. Otherwise, they would have said, where is it recognized? Recognized only in India, recognized only in Africa, recognized only in Europe. No, there is no exception mentioned there. Recognized is plain and generally recognized. Recognized importance of maternal child bonding immediately after birth. So it is universal, it is a phenomenon, and it is completely mentioned one. Are you getting my point, all of you?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so slowly, 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 your way of thinking will become my way of thinking. Okay, so that is it. Okay, development of mother-child bonding even before birth is mandatory. Mandatory. Is there any mention that it should be?
No, sir. No,
No,
sir.
It is not
No.
mandatory. It is not. It can be okay. If you're applying your personal opinion, you will think, okay, it is mandatory. Okay, I'm a nurse. I have so much of experience. Yes, it is mandatory. What is the meaning of mandatory? Which means it is a must.
It's must.
Yeah, it's a must. Yeah. So there is nothing like that one. So please don't use your personal opinions. Your enemy is there. You are your enemy. See, don't you know that? If you have seen the movie Apocalypse, have you watched this movie Apocalypse? Anybody? Spelling is wrong, I think.
No.
Apocalypse. No, Calypto or something. I forgot the name. It's a must watch, please, everybody. It's made by Mel Gibson. Mel Gibson. My God, it's a wonderful movie. You will like it a lot. Anybody wants to watch this, please watch it. Mel Gibson is the same person who directed the movie The Passion of Christ. Okay, it's a must watch, please. He's an amazing movie maker. This movie was, it was released some 25 years ago, I think. It's a must watch, okay? So its language is also completely not English language. The English language is also available. So I always encourage you to watch English movies and English books and other things. So it can really help you whenever you get some free time. Don't be always a nurse. Be also an entertainer also. Okay. Going to the sixth one. Viewing fetal photos largely helps boosting the parent-fetal bonding. Largely.
Not mentioned
It's
largely.
not mentioned,
Yeah.
sir.
Largely is not mentioned anywhere. Viewing the fetus is illegal in some countries. Illegal?
Not mentioned, sir.
Not mentioned.
Sir, not
It is not illegal. So what is there? America condemns it. Contamination does not mean that it is illegal. Contamination does not mean it is illegal. So illegal is also not mentioned. Generally, viewing the fetus is not encouraged in some countries. Not encouraged in some countries.
mentioned, sir.
Yeah, it is mentioned. If something is contemned, if something is contemned, it means nobody encourages that. So that is it. So these are the answers. May I know, out of these 8, how many of you got at least 7? At least 7. If your answer is, if your score today was not good, it's not a time to run away, okay? It's not a time to run away. You can ask some of the members here. They were also getting poor score in the beginning. Then it took a lot of time for them to go away from their way of thinking. See, that means your way of thinking is wrong, right? Okay, see, I'm asking you, if you can commit mistakes in this one, most of the arguments that you had with your husband or with your wife, with your children, with the so many other people, in most of them, you are wrong, right? Anyway, I don't know whether you think that way, but I think that way. Whenever I commit mistakes, I think this way. That means my way of thinking is wrong. So that's a good one. So congratulations, those who got 7 and above. And you really did a good training of your reading now. The next class will be at 6 p.m. and listening. I'm going to give you the audio for that. And any question, please? Feeling so.
Sir, could you explain about fourth universal phenomenon? That fourth one, I'm right, but I don't know exact reason. Just for
The reason why
applied
universal,
myself.
yeah. See, okay, it's a bit of personal opinion. It's basically a little bit of personal opinion. It was applied there. You can always
Yes, sir.
apply
Yes,
just
sir.
like 20% of personal opinion can be applied. No problem. 20 or 10% of personal opinion can be applied everywhere. Or but personal opinion should not be there. So why did I think that the universal phenomenon is something like I mentioned one? This is the reason I found it. See, look at this one. Where is it? Where was it? Where was it?
Second point, sir.
Second point? Second point, okay. Given the recognized importance of maternal-child bonding immediately, recognized. Recognized by whom? When you say recognized, it must be, you cannot see any word after or before recognized. Recognized globally, recognized in a country, recognized in one state, recognized only in this particular school, recognized only in this particular OET center. That is a recognition. So here you cannot see any other word after recognized. That means that is completely recognized everywhere. Okay, so it has no exception at all. It is completely recognized and it is 100%. The number is 10 out of 10. Otherwise, partially recognized or formally recognized, informally recognized, conditionally recognized, okay, or temporarily recognized. No such word is there. It is simply recognized. That means it is 100% recognized. So if something is 100% recognized, that is universal. That's the meaning of this one. Did you understand?
Yeah, understood, sir.
All right. So please try to change your way of thinking. All will be fine. Okay. All right.
Thanks.
See you then. Take a break and come back at 6 p.m. Okay. Okay, bye.